Charlie. Roll Tide, roll, say it loud. He don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. Bama blood in his veins, got that crimson pride. F them trees, yeah, we said it out loud. And I love honeybees, now play it proud. We talking football, basketball, big time recruits. If they ballin' in the South, we lacing up the truth. Hood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie. Tougher than nails, smooth, not sorry. Roll Tide, roll, it's in the soul. From Tuscaloosa to the Super Bowl, wood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Long Run with Piano Man and the Gumbo Chefs, man. It is We Want to Know Wednesday. Yeah, man, we got some stuff going, and bro, man, ain't even gonna play with you like that today. You know, we just gonna get on with the get down. We gonna get on with the getting right. We already know I play better than three-stroke Charlie, so I ain't even got to go through all that for Yahoo. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring my compadre to the stage right real quick. We gonna get on with the get down today. It's none other than Mr. Boomer Sooner himself, the man, the myth, the legend, forged forward only by fire. It's the Bishop. Good morning, Bishop. What the
Good morning. Hey, everybody. We above ground and we're breathing.
Yep.
Be thankful and let's get it.
Let's get it.
I want some gumbo today. What you got today, chat?
Yeah, man. I got to do something here. Let me see. Yeah, because I'm getting ready to start this. We're gonna turn this mother on out early this morning from the word go. I think I need to blow this up just a little bit. Yeah. Well, I see now we got some folks in the chat, Bishop. You know, we got our peeps over there. Listen, y'all, listen. Now, before I come over there and acknowledge you, I want to just go ahead and say this. Listen, the Discord is open. The Discord is open. I'm telling you now, the Discord is open. We talk about some things in the Discord a little bit more in depth in the Discord than we do just here in the on YouTube and chat and all that good stuff. There are some things that we talk about in the Discord, and in the Discord, that is also the chance to let your voice be heard. Bishop and Dwight have that thing set up to where you can literally verbally articulate. I'm about to say something crazy. You can verbally articulate phonics. You can use your hooked on phonics sounds. You can talk on there. You will literally hear us talk to you. We're talking right back. We're actually holding a verbal live conversation with you. The Discord is open. Take advantage of it. That's what we're here for. We're here for you. Right, Bishop?
You better believe it.
We're here for you. You help us now. Hey, let's hey, we want to show the love back. Come to the Discord. Bishop already told you it's free 99. Free 99. You can't get no better than that. Free 99. So come to the Discord and listen. It's open right now. Just come on over. You know, we can chat in both places, but over there is where it gets crazy over there sometimes. You will like it. You will like it. I promise you will. And it's really not as bad as it sounds, you know. And listen, I know sometimes, Bishop, some people don't like the way we come off over here, but listen, we just being truthful. We're just being honest. Okay? It doesn't make us bad fans. It doesn't make us bad fans.
Piano, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Hey, hey, family. It's no longer chat, family. The simple fact is it's only so much keyboarding you can do to be able to express what you're trying to bring across. When you go into a chat and you can actually hear live voices, you can ask specific questions that allow you to get a greater understanding, so you can start to understand the character of the person you're speaking with. So, like I said, it's the best gumbo going, and it has Zataran and jambalaya. So
Exactly.
jump on in there.
Jump on in. We have some fried fish and oxtails and
Hey. If y'all want to know, y'all better come on in there.
come on in there. Hey, we even have a bologna sandwich if you want to.
Hey, if you wanna.
If you want to, we have
Hog head cheese at that.
Oh, don't bring that up, Bishop. Don't bring that up.
I know. You ain't. Yeah, you gotta be good. You gotta be good.
You got to have your mind. Look here, when you eating some hog head cheese and some boudin, your mind got to be right, man.
Right. You gotta be on point.
You got to be on point. Look here. Here is the Discord information right there. Use it. Utilize it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And let me tell you about the Discord. Let me tell you something else about the Discord. Don't wait on us to access it. You come on in, and we see you. We coming. We coming to hang out with you. Okay. If we see you in there, we coming to hang out with you. Now,
and let me share this with you guys. The Discord allows for you guys to have your own podcast.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Did y'all hear that in the back? It allows you to have your podcast and get your point across, where like-minded people that just want to get to know you and then hear what you got to say and understand you better. So that way, when you are typing in the podcast, we understand where you're coming from. All right.
Exactly. And
but hey, I tell you this. There's plenty of meat on the bone in there. Hint, hint.
Exactly. Make it happen, Calvin. So we're just inviting you to come on. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what I want. So we just invite you, take advantage of the Discord. Take advantage. Come on in. Come on in. Take a load off. Let your hair down. All that good stuff. Anyway, Bishop, I'm going to the chat right quick.
Go ahead.
Done it in the last couple of days. Got to acknowledge my peeps. They know I love them. We love them. They love us back, and we got to keep the love going.
There you go.
Y'all, listen, and in the words of B Sharp, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, subscribe to our channel. Hey,
B Sharp, you can come in there too.
Yeah, but don't come in there talking about some darn Tom Brady. And you know the rest of that, B Sharp.
And don't talk Nebraska. Don't be saying no Nebraska.
I'm gonna talk about Nebraska.
That's the only time I'm gonna say that name.
Because I'm gonna talk about Nebraska because I know.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Sensitive subject with you there, Bishop.
No.
1995. Woo, still ain't got over there. Yeah, buddy. But let me tell you, first of all, good morning to my producer, Dwight. Yeah. He said, and we can all be
salute
free.
Dwight.
Best
really
producer.
Do appreciate you, Dwight. All you do for us.
Everything. And from day one, he been my ace from day one. Thank you, Dwight. And he said, and we can all be friends, because in the Discord, that's where we learn friendship.
Yeah, absolutely. Learn brotherhood.
You learn about that. You can disagree, but don't get mad about it, because somebody might not see it your way. Because I ain't gonna see it I ain't going. If I ain't look here. If I don't want to see it your way, I ain't gonna see it your way. I love you right on. I'm just not gonna see it your way today. All right, but we can all be friends. Hey, Dark One Music, we all know who that is. That's the Mr. Gumbo Chef himself. That's Coach Carl. What's up, Coach, and Roll Tide?
Coach Carl.
Oh, here we go. We got the.
Do you remember how it used to be September?
Here we go. All right, Bishop, do the honor, sir.
Yes. Now entering Lady Latoya. Yeah.
What's up, Lady Latoya?
The
What the
Gumbo
business
Chefs.
is? You know. Quit playing, girl, and act like you know. Talking about some nanu. What up with you, girl? Quit playing.
That's my sin. Give it to us.
Quit playing, girl. Before I show you who Mort really is. All right. Watch out now. Hey, what's up, Twister? The other Gumbo Chef. What's up, man? Roll Tide to you. Tough as nails. What's up with you? Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Let me see something here right quick. I got to see right quick. Here we go. He's here, everybody. It is none other than Mr. Stephen Hicks and the voices of No Mercy. What's up, Stephen Hicks? My dog. Yeah, you saw that, Stephen Hicks. There it is. The voices have arisen. The voices spoken. It's one and only, none other than Stephen Hicks, who wishes you absolutely nothing.
Nothing but the
absolute worst.
Okay.
I hear you, man.
He giving me a pass, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we give you a pass, Bishop.
Hey, Stephen. Hey, now he's gonna heat up, y'all.
See, no passes over here, folks. No passes over here. No passes over here. Hey, good morning, Roll Tide, Roll Tide to you. Roll Tide to you, Stephen Hicks. Super Twister. Roll Tide to you. Lady Latoya, Dark One. That's Coach Carl. Ken the Bama fan. What's up, player? Roll Tide, man. We gonna get off into some stuff here this morning here in just a minute.
I want to know.
Because we want to know some stuff. There's some things.
Do you remember how it used to be September? I want to know.
I remember how it used to be in July. I'm not sure about this September.
No, see, you messing up the flow.
July was hot.
You don't say July.
See, in July, it was
you ain't got to lie, Craig.
In July, it was sort of hot, if you know what I mean. Hot.
Oh, well.
And everything. But by the time you get to September, it was still a little warm. But but by the time you got around the 21st of September, things was kind of anyway. Let's keep it moving. Before I go back. Tough as nails. What's up again? Roll Tide Roll. Yeah. Stephen Hicks said, I want to know why y'all so nosy. That ain't me, bro. That's Bishop. That's Bishop and his cohort being nosy. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, chat. Get him. He just threw us underneath the bus. What's up with him?
You know how it goes.
Oh, starting off like that. Yeah?
I can do that.
Okay. You better be glad you my brother, man.
Yeah,
you know what?
You just be glad I'm a church member.
I'll see you in the chat.
Yeah, you just be glad I'm a church member. I'm like Fred now. Good thing I'm a church member.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm a church member. Yeah, but first of all, wait a minute. Bishop, she's here. I got to do this. She's here. You know how it go.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And then she's also here.
Oh my God.
Good morning, Double A. Good morning, Gwen. Somebody else just came in. Wait a minute. We got to get her too. And I think this is the one I'm going to give. This one here. I'm going to give her this one. Right here. I'm just gonna give her this one.
Oh my God.
Who we got?
It is none other than Bless 50 with grace and mercy.
Yes,
What's up, Miss Bless? What's up, Double A?
When I think about the Lord.
So you know what? What's up, Gwen?
Yeah,
What's
I
up, ladies?
surprised you, Bless
What
50.
the what
Welcome to
the
the family.
yeah, what the business is
And this
going?
is.
Oh no, quit playing. I ain't finna go through that with y'all. Y'all already know what the business is. Yeah, quit playing in that like you know. Yeah, buddy. But first, before we get started, I want to say now I'm not too much into commits, but when Bama does something or accomplishes something, I like to make bring it to the light there, Bishop. I want to say congratulations to the Alabama Crimson Tide for getting Stephen Thornton III. He's an edge rusher. He committed to the Tide
All
via
right, all right.
media page last night. I'm not big into commitments. I'm more or less that sign on the dotted line guy, but at least your mind is headed in the right direction. And we're going to see if you're going to hold up to that. But as of last night, Bama got another commitment. And then on Saturday, all eyes will be in, I think it's going to be Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I think that's where this young man is from. Elijah Haven is going to be announcing where he's going. And from what, all indications are saying, he's really looking towards Bama. But we also know, I think it's Georgia in the mix as well. So Saturday is going to be a
We
big day.
pulling for Bama. We're pulling for Bama. We're good.
So we're going to see what's what there, but Bama's still getting them. They're still getting them, okay? And so, and I know some people are very disappointed about some stuff that's going on with the team. But you know what? You have to move on. That's how I see it. You have to move on and everything. But this morning,
You ain't starting me up.
this morning, I'm going to start off here with something that we ended with yesterday. I don't know what time. I don't know what time the meeting is going to start, and I was trying to wait on governor to get here, but I got to keep it moving today because I got to be somewhere in the next little bit, so I can't linger today. But we talked about yesterday, Bishop. Today is a meeting is to take place today.
Yes, sir.
And today, yesterday, according to Mike Rodak, 3 Alabama football assistant coaches are not listed on tomorrow's, which is today, meeting agenda. OC Ryan Grubb, running back coach Robert Gillespie, defensive line coach Freddie Roach. Their contracts are all set to expire February 28th of 2027. I'm just saying. I'm really gonna keep it moving today. Dwight, I'm talking to Dwight now. You better get the producer there. He might lose that bet today. But Bishop, whose name is on the agenda, are Jeff Allen, David Ballou, Brian Ellis, Jason Jones, Adrian Clem, Maurice Lindquist, Chuck Morrell, Derek Nix, Jay Nunez, Richard Owens, Christian Robinson, and Kane Womack. Those contracts are up for discussion and renegotiation. Let me go back through that again. Kane Womack, Christian Robinson, Richard Owens, Jay Nunez, Derek Nix, Chuck Morrell, Maurice Lindquist, Adrian Clem, Jason Jones, Brian Ellis, David Ballou, Jeff Allen. Yeah. Them. I'm just saying. Noticeably, Ryan Grubb, Robert Gillespie, Freddie Roach are not mentioned. Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Was all right. And then I knew I forgot to read something else. Alabama's Board of Trustees Compensation Committee will meet Wednesday to consider new contracts for Courtney Morgan, Kane Womack, men's basketball coach Nate Oates, assistant men's basketball coach Preston Murphy, and others. But what was said don't need no explanation, right?
You're right.
Okay, but I do want to expound on it a little bit. It is funny that the main complaints that some of us Bama fans are having are against the three men whose names are not listed on the meeting. Now, I'm wondering on my notes here, I'm wondering, is this a sign of things to come? Bishop, what does this all mean? I mean, the positives and the negatives. Go ahead, Bishop.
Well, listen, the last time I knew mathematics, 1 + 1 makes 2. And it's easy to read the board. Let's just say that there's a change in the air. And let's pay attention and keep watch. The best is yet to come.
And this is why I say there are some things, and Bishop, I believe you understand when I say this, because a question was asked about the transition. Well, the transition transcends further than just the players.
Right.
Sometimes transition also occurs amongst administration.
Yep.
Some things work, some things don't work, and then some things have just run their course. And we have to know that. This is why I was not getting all upset to the point to where they need to do this and they need to fire this when they because when you're talking about contracts and things like that, there are certain things you just have to give it time, because it's going to, as Bishop and I just both said, it's going to run its course. And when they and trust me, these people in these offices, they know what the business is. They know. A lot of times we as fans, we think that they're not looking. Guess again. They're looking and they are paying attention. Matter of fact, Bishop, it's really safe to say, and I'm not even going to assume this, I'm just going to go on and say this. There are some things that they know that we don't.
True that.
There are some things that they know that we don't. And just because they have not moved yet, this is why I keep preaching, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know everything. I'm going to use this passage of scripture. For now we see through a glass darkly. 1 Corinthians 13. You don't know everything. You just see what you see. You have to trust the process. All of this, especially as it relates to Alabama football, all of this is part of the process. It's a part of it. So Bishop put it the best way I can put it, and we're going to move on from there. Bishop said, pay attention. Pay attention. And that's what I want everybody to do, because you hear about it. You hear about it.
And embrace it. And embrace it, because understand.
It.
Yeah, that's it.
You know. We got our first I want to know.
Go ahead. I was waiting on it.
She said, Blessed by 50 says, I want to know if the players have been complaining. Bless. All I can tell you, pay attention.
All I can say is
go ahead, Bishop.
All I can say is follow the podcast.
And there are some things, and I'm about to tell you this. There are some things, well, let me put it this way. Don't believe everything you hear.
Facts.
Don't believe everything you hear, because some people are speaking from a platform of this is what they desire versus they really don't know. They're just flapping their gums, bless. They're just flapping their gums. But I want to know if the players have been complaining. Pay attention.
And I wouldn't say complaining, but voicing their concerns might be a better wording.
Exactly. Voicing a concern. And trust me, when you begin to put things together like what I'm sharing with you this morning about this meeting, about contract negotiations, and how all of this stuff is being reported and everything, trust me, bless, and you start seeing it start fitting. It's like what Bishop says all the time: the fire test and the phone booth. It goes further than just the football field.
Facts.
When it comes down to money, you always in a fire test. You're always in the phone booth.
Mm.
You're always going after that pound of flesh. See, Bishop, I've been paying attention to you. So you're always in a fire test when it comes down to money, and you and someone else is, in charge of stuff, and you're working for them and all that good stuff. You're always in that fire test. Right about now, all these folks who I just named are in a fire test. They're in a fire test 8 or 9 different ways, and it's up to them how they come out, whether they come out victorious or come out defeated. That's up to them.
Now you know what a true fire test. You got to, if you're gonna be able to be promoted and you want to be in that vein that Mr. Nicholas Saban set up, you're gonna have to be comfortable in fire tests and welcome fire tests, because that means you're able to expedite the process so you can get to your promotion.
Exactly. And who doesn't want to be promoted? I do, but you got to work at it. And you have to prove yourself worthy. Some of these guys have. See, a lot of stuff and I'm gonna put it to you like this: some of this stuff that we're fussing about, I don't think these higher ups are fussing about the same thing. I don't think so. That's why over here, and I'm glad Governor brought this up yesterday, these are just opinions that we have. We're entitled to them because they're ours. But it don't mean that they got to dance by our opinion. If that was the case, they would never get anything done. And that goes for any school. But keep your eyes and your ears open on all these contract negotiations with these coaches and GMs.
What else do they want to know?
So anyway, roll tide, and good morning, Dennis. Good morning, sir. Roll tide to you, Bishop. Young man Dennis there came in this morning saying roll tide and good morning. Good morning to Dennis.
Good morning to Dennis.
Good morning to you, bro. Yes, sir. And here we go. Jakari, the newlywed. I want to know, what is Ryan Grubb going to do now that pressure is on him? I hope he does, Bishop, what any other pressure-filled person would do. Respond positively.
How about this? We all know about homework. It's time for him to do his homework and make sure he's ready for his next exam.
Which, Bishop, which is?
Which is upcoming season, huh?
That's called what? Starts with an F?
Fire test.
Fire test.
Mm.
Operation Fire Test.
Right. And then I say it's time to be forged by fire.
Forged by fire. This is going to be the year. Forged by fire. Oh, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yes.
Yeah. Hold up. You dancing on the line. Come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm done with that first part of our show of the latest Bama commit, and also those negotiations of Freddie Roach, Robert Gillespie, Ryan Grubb.
I do have I want to know, if I might throw it
Go
out
ahead.
to my family. I want to know, what are your steps for Alabama to win a national title?
Talk to the chat, right? Talk to the family, right?
Yeah.
It's too many steps for me to answer that. We got to get
That's why I gave it to the family.
because we have to get in the Discord for that.
We ain't talking to you. We letting the family. Hey, we know what we gonna do.
Yeah, we gonna, but I'm just saying, but God bless Freddie Roach, Robert Gillespie, Ryan Grubb. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope things work out for you. We don't want to, and listen, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't want to see anybody get fired. I don't want to see anybody lose their job. That, because you know what? Sometimes what you wish on someone else can come back and be thrust upon you if you're not careful. If you're not careful, it'll happen now. It'll happen. But Bishop, I'm gonna tell you this: this is pressure, and it's and especially it has made it into the earshot of the public. They this is pressure. So it will not surprise me. It will not surprise me if you even hear of someone even just turning in a resignation. That wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise
Governor.
me in the least bit. Hey, good morning, Governor. Governor. Is he going through the zone?
Yeah, he going through the zone. Give him a moment.
But anyway,
go ahead, keep going.
But we we got that out the way. And
anybody hear me?
Yeah,
hey,
we can
what's
hear
up,
you.
Governor? Good morning, sir.
Okay. This morning, y'all. I got like 3 different links this morning, so I'm like,
It's something. It's just something going on with all this craziness, because one of the Gumbo Chefs said that they didn't get it, and everything. I don't know what's going on, so I don't know. But we glad you're here, bro. You on the right lane now. How you feeling, Governor?
another day is Mr. Neighborhood. Another day in the neighborhood, man.
I hear you.
I hear you. What's on your mind? What's good?
I'm still, because our conversation that we have in the Discord, some of it's still on my brain.
Okay.
I would say it's the decision making. It's the biggest, because I was thinking about P's question yesterday. So what's the problem? Okay, you really can't pinpoint it on any one person specifically.
Right.
I think we have to be honest. It's the actual decision making. So whoever is the last person to pull the string, that's the person. And then you can go down from, because these decisions that are happening within the university is an issue. It's not about you being negative. It's not about, you're not being positive enough. The decision making can really hurt you in the long run. How ironic.
Okay.
Well, I may as well. Did you hear what we just got through talking about, or are you just getting in, Governor?
I'm just getting in.
Okay, well, here we go. Speaking of decision making, today, contract negotiation talks are are up for discussion today at Alabama. And the following guys are not on the agenda: Freddie Roach, Robert Gillespie, Ryan Grubb. All of their contracts are set to expire in February of 2027. This morning, Governor, they're going to be meeting to consider new contracts for Courtney Morgan, Kane Womack, men's basketball coach Nate Oates, the assistant men's basketball coach Preston Murphy, along with Jeff Allen, David Ballou, Brian Ellis, Jason Jones, Adrian Clem, Maurice Lindquist, Chuck Morrell, Derek Nix, Jay Nunez, Richard Owens, Christian Robinson, and once again, Kane Womack. But the three of Roach, Gillespie, and Grubb are not on the agenda.
Ironic.
And the one thing that Bishop was saying to one of the questions was about the players complaining. He just said, pay attention. And one of the things that I was just saying, that as these talks come out today and everything, you will hear a lot of stuff. Just pay attention to how this is going. As you came on, what you heard me say was, it would not surprise me if there were letters of resignation might be given because of this, because I'm not reading anything to it and I'm not taking anything away from it. It's just saying that their contracts are due to expire in 2027 of February, and these guys' names are not on the agenda to be talked about. And that's what we were talking about when you came in.
Wow.
So that's why I said, speaking of decision making, because it's ironic that you was talking about decision making, and so when you talk about decision making, look what has happened.
Yeah, that's
so.
Oh God. Yeah, well, I don't want to disappoint your people in the chat. So it is what it is at this point.
I almost got choked right there, Governor, bitch. Governor say I don't want to disappoint nobody. Sometimes Governor, you got to disappoint them, bro. Sometimes I mean, listen, I'm gonna tell you what my father in ministry said. It's best to suffer a little shame and disappointment now than to suffer some shame and disappointment on down the road. Let the shame and the disappointment be on April 22nd as opposed to October 22nd.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a quick question. Because it just came to me. So, you know how everybody has always got an excuse for the gauntlet and the schedule, right? Question: If our coaching staff was Saban, Kirby, Jeremy, Kiffin, would it be any type of questions about the scheduling? I just want the chat to tell me, would y'all have any type of excuses about the schedule? I'm saying that for a reason, because clearly, if your answer is, well, hell no, that means you like the coaches, don't you? Wouldn't that mean that you like the coaching staff and there is no gauntlet because we are the gauntlet?
Keep talking. Keep talking. I'm gonna get to something in just a second.
Because when we had that staff, we never had that conversation about our schedule is tough. It's always been the West is the toughest schedule or the tougher conference. That's why we keep dominating. That's why we stood 10 toes down, because we kept winning the tougher conference. with the same teams that we're playing now. Well, the times are different and the players are different. I didn't say nothing about no timing or players. I said if the coaching staff was Nick Saban, Kirby, Jeremy, and Lane Kiffin, would y'all be uttering anything about the schedule? Would y'all be talking about other conferences' schedules and the easiest path? No. Know why? Because you have confidence in your coaching staff. And I didn't even name our old D lineman coach. Well, I did kind of on the defensive side. But okay. I just wanted to know.
Because we sort of talked about this yesterday. You wasn't in our second show, Governor. We sort of brought this up. Here go Bama hater, y'all. But I ain't finna go there with you today. I ain't got time, bro. I ain't got time. Good morning, Nice Box Roll Tide. When the SEC, me and Governor and Bishop, we're gonna take a trip right here. We're gonna take a trip back to Nostalgia Land. When the SEC was broken up into the East and the West, in the East, let's just remember, it was UGA, it was Tennessee, South Carolina, Missouri, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, and Florida. In the West, it was Bama, Arkansas, Auburn, LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. Now, every year, Bama had to play every one that I named. They did. And when you go back and you can search the record, for the majority of the time, Bama, ever so often, Arkansas, well, let me just say it like this. Everybody that I named, with the exception of, well, shucks, all of them, at one point or another in that SEC West was in the top 25 somewhere, some way, somehow or another. They made it. In the East, it was basically UGA, Tennessee, and Florida. After a while, Florida fell off, Tennessee fell off, Georgia ran the table. It wasn't, well, then let me keep it in order like we did the other day. We wasn't complaining about Gauntlet. We wasn't complaining about scheduling. We were not, because we knew this was going to be year in, year out. And Bishop, at the end of the year, there was an SEC championship game, between the West champion and the East champion every year. The majority of the time, up until recently, you had a mixture of Tennessee and Florida. That's who was back and forth. Georgia got in it within the last few years, and then Georgia kept it, and they was going back to back to back to back to back. Bama, on the other hand, couldn't say that. They won it the majority of the time, but there were some years that Arkansas won it. There were some years that Auburn won that West. There were some years that LSU won the West. Ole Miss was coming like in a distant third or fourth, something like that. And they had a high bowl game. But to Governor's point, nobody argued about scheduling. When they took the conferences away and made it one big conference, Governor, would you please remind everybody who was the first to complain?
Us.
Not really us.
One
It
Vanderbilt.
was, remember, it was Georgia.
Oh, I'm about to say, because it wasn't Vanderbilt.
It was not Vandy. It wasn't Tennessee. It wasn't Florida. It wasn't Missouri. It was Georgia. Georgia fans were basically the first to complain. Why? Because now you got to face Bama in the regular season. And when that started happening, I'm just asking a question now. In the regular season, has Georgia beat Vandy yet? I mean, excuse me, has Georgia beat Bama yet?
Nope.
Nope.
Not in the regular season.
Not in the regular season. And they just beat them for the first time for the second time in the first time in the SEC championship game just this past season.
Mm-hmm.
First time. They did beat them in a natty one more time. So Georgia is what? They played them 12 times, and Georgia is 2-10 against Bama. That's why they were fussing. And now, like I was telling Governor yesterday when we were having a conversation, what now some of us Bama fans, not everybody, but just some, what the other conferences are fussing about, now you got some Bama fans fussing about the same thing, where Bama was running everything at a harder pace.
With non-conference schedules with top 25 ranks.
Facts.
Saying. Just saying.
So I don't see. And so when you go and you check the record, Bama hater, because this includes you too, there is no
I'm so glad he's here today.
There is no competition. I went back and checked the record. Y'all don't even, I went head to head. Y'all don't stand a chance either. You know, we know as of late, Bama has fallen off, but when you go and you look at it from an overall perspective, Bama owns the SEC.
P, you haven't fallen off. You're in transition. There's a difference.
It's a long transition.
Hey, that's why P said they're not on the clock no more.
Who not on the clock?
They're not on the clock. So you didn't make it to the show yesterday. They're on the guillotine now. Clock's been gone. Clock is gone. It's mighty funny that when we were talking about this and when the news broke about these negotiation meetings this morning, and when all of this came across, I said, well, mighty fine spring we having. It's gonna be it's some changes made. I believe some changes are about to be made. But back to what Governor's saying, I don't want to hear no more talk about scheduling. I don't want to hear no more talk about anything. Just get out there and play the game. Play the game.
Not having the two conferences, opened up a lot of things for two teams, and those two teams were Ole Miss, Texas A&M. If you think about it, if they still had a conference, they wouldn't even be in the conversation because those two teams would have been on our side of the conference, and they got to go through Bama.
Bama hater. Bama's AD doesn't want Bama to compete in the SEC championship game. Y'all replaced Ohio State with Georgia State. Then y'all went to 8 and added the weakest of the SEC. Oh, so they're weak. That's what you say.
But didn't Ohio State say they didn't want to have a home and home with us?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you mean by that comment when Ohio State was the one that said they didn't want to have the one-on-one with us?
I'm just saying, Bama hater, where you getting your information from?
Stay out of the Hard Rock, bro.
No, they need to get in the Hard Rock. Oh, Indiana ran you out your own state.
Damn.
Hey, that was.
I mean, you
Well,
need to try to get in your own stadium if you can.
See, I don't. I mean, until Miami can win their conference, then why are you talking to us?
Until Miami can beat Duke. Oh man. Until Miami can beat Duke, SMU, and Louisville.
You
Then
can't
come back and talk to me.
7-5. 7-5 is your conference champion. 7-5 is your conference champion. So if we added 2 weak conferences, then what was your excuse for 7-5 to win your conference?
But wait a minute. What's the name of that team, Governor?
Is it Duke? The Devils? The Blue Devils.
The basketball team. The basketball team.
When's the last time y'all won a conference in any sport in the ACC?
It's been a lot of years. It's been a lot of years. It's been a long time.
Oh, but Bama hated wanted to step up today.
Oh, so they ran us out the universe. And it's all good. It's all good. We're not denying that. We're just saying, y'all, since you want to play politics, y'all really had to play politics to get in, Bama hater. You need to be thanking Duke to let y'all in. Because I'm telling y'all, if the game had went the other way, y'all would have been playing in the Duke Mayonnaise Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say they ran us out of the universe when our name come out of your mouth.
I'm talking about every time. And then Bama hater, let me ask you a question. Why are you hanging around Legend if they ran us out the universe? And Legend is the biggest Bama fan of all. I guess it's
Vanderbilt don't fear us, so neither does Duke fear y'all.
SMU sure don't fear you because you can't beat them. Louisville definitely don't fear you because they whipped y'all 2 years in a row. Just saying, Bama hater, you can come with it all you want, but we're going to fire right back on you. See, Bama hater, don't get in the middle of a family conversation. Don't interrupt the family.
You need to go back to 2000, bro.
I mean, like, come on, man.
That's 26 years ago, bro. It's okay. If we out the universe, then I guess we still ain't passing y'all because y'all been in space. You in the Milky Way. You don't run around the sun 4 times. It's okay.
And still ain't beat SMU. Y'all done been around the sun 4 times and ain't beat SMU yet. And Louisville.
Last time Miami won a championship, Pluto was a part of the damn planets.
Wait a minute. Governor, let me ask a question. The last time Miami won a championship, who was the president?
It was 2000. Who was that?
Was that one of the Bushes?
One of the Bushes? Was it George Bush?
Was it George?
Yeah. Because 9/11.
Bruh, really?
We done had 4 presidents after that.
And y'all ain't won no championship yet. Barack done served 2 terms and you still ain't won.
Like, y'all didn't get that stimulus check, that stimulus package.
And you still ain't won.
Damn. Good. It's not looking good for you, son.
Man, so you could, okay, well, I keep bringing up Florida State. We have not ran from any of what you're saying. You the one that's having trouble accepting that Duke won your conference. And y'all had to pray to get in because it was a coin flip between y'all, BYU, and Notre Dame. It was never no conflict about us. We were going.
Matter of fact, who was number one in y'all conference?
Duke.
Damn.
I'll say it. Duke.
Virginia. Who was number one? Virginia.
Virginia. And who ended up being number one?
Duke.
Duke.
You weren't even in the conversation, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Like, what are we talking about right now? Florida State told y'all what it was. Okay, and we were still number one in our conference.
Wow.
Indiana put y'all in the stratosphere. Y'all did it.
Oh, he ain't gonna take. He ain't. We got him, Bino. We got him. We got him. He ain't gonna take over. You know. We got him.
They couldn't take over in the season.
He couldn't. Hey, how can he take over the show and he couldn't take over his own conference? You can't take over this show, and you can't even take over your conference. Duke, of all people. Duke.
Do you remember how it used to be?
Wait a minute. What you say? B. Bishop, KB, B. Sharp, or Piano Man. Piano Man might the next time win the champion. Next financial meeting will be paying DeBoer his buyout. That's what you hoping. You worry about Crystal Ball because I don't think his future all that bright either.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that Bama hater still flapping his gums?
Yeah, he, you know.
Now, hold on. Can we just get way too real? Bama hater, let me ask you a question. What happened when Louisville came to town? They weren't even ring. And
they hung that
something happened that night. I don't know what exactly it is, but could you expound a little bit on that?
He don't want to. It pains him too much. It pains him too much.
Does the word start with an L?
It start with an L.
Mm.
It end with a T. They lost, I'll tell you.
But check
Louisville
this
hung
out.
that L on him, and the L didn't stand for Louisville. It stands for losing.
But check this out. See, the difference between you and us is we know, hey, once they gave you your second opportunity to get into the dance, you made the most of it. But you up here in here, you had to politic to get in. We earned our way in. There's a difference.
You came in the back door like Jody. It didn't still had to beg to get in.
Now, hey, much respect. You did your thing, and you came from one pass away from being close to touching the natty, but no DOS.
It's just like you wanted to kiss this pretty girl, and you almost got there. She said, "Oh, not tonight."
If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight.
Anyway, good to see you, Bama hater. Now let me move on here. Enough about that there, man. You can have all that there. Let me ask y'all a question. Governor was talking about yesterday, and because I got to leave in just a few minutes, but I wanted to bring this up today.
Oh, okay.
We know that tomorrow is the draft, and
yes.
Tomorrow's the draft, and I noticed something.
Shout out G baby.
Yeah. Hey man, listen. Tell G baby I'm pulling for him.
Hey, appreciate. If you don't know who G baby is a family member of mine, Grayson Halter. He's going in tonight's tomorrow's draft. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm getting excited.
So I'm happy for him. But governor let us know, and I don't know why I forgot this, governor. So please forgive me that I forgot that you love the Colts. I forgot that because you just talked about it Sunday, and I had forgot about it. But I'm noticing something about the draft. I pulled up a mock draft, Bishop and Governor. I pulled up a mock draft. Ty Simpson and Caden Proctor are on here, but they're not on here in, like, let me put it like this. We all know that Fernando Mendoza is projected to go first, right?
Right.
And the funny part about that is, with Fernando Mendoza, they just have him picked to go to the Las Vegas Raiders all the way across the board. That's what every like Mel Kiper, Phil Yates, others have him going and everything. That's all they have him is for that one team, the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't see him on anybody else's draft board. Nobody. Right. On this mock draft, I don't see him on nowhere but the Raiders. But the funny part is, all of this talk was about Ty and Ty this, Ty that, and the other. And y'all want to know something funny? And Governor, I want you to expound on this, and then you take it over, Bishop. The funny part about with Ty is, everything, according to this mock draft, everything is tied to a trade with him.
Oh.
Nothing straight up. Nothing straight up. A trade with Arizona, a trade with Miami, a trade. Matter of fact, let me find it. I saw it this morning. Cleveland, Miami trading to Arizona, and Arizona to pick him up. You see what I'm saying? A trade. He would have fit in Miami, but I don't know what's on the minds of these guys. So I'm not trying to sit here and act like that I do, but I find it ironic that he becomes a trade piece. Governor, what does that say? What does that say?
Leadership.
Out.
Yep.
I
told you yesterday, if he was trying to flex, that didn't go well.
No.
That's telling me is that you weren't willing to step up to the plate or lead your team on the field. Because at the end of the day, you're the one on the field. I don't care who's making the calls. You're the one on the field. The statement that he said was, we saw everything that they were about to do. We saw. That means you put yourself included in seeing, and you didn't do no type of adjustments and got blown out by 35. Yes, you came out in the second half, but you started this game. So it's like baseball. If you start the game and you get injured, depending on how far you went into the game, you're going to be credited with that loss.
Yep.
You're going to be credited with that loss because you started the game. If Ty doesn't make that statement, we don't have this conversation. I don't even think trade talks is going to even be among him or associated with his name. That's just my opinion. I don't know what they're thinking on the inside. I don't know exactly what these teams actually need. But I think that statement really hurt him. It really did.
I agree. I think that it's a lesson for all of those that are coming up behind him, and whoever is university you're coming from. Sometimes you gotta leave well enough alone and allow it sit, and just say, hey, for whatever reason that night, We just didn't have it. But to go into great detail and actually spell it out, it spun a narrative so strong that if he would take a step back and look at what he said, he would be shocked that he even said it.
They take it a different way too. They could also be like, oh, so when things don't go your way, you blame the offensive coach.
Mm, mm. I was strong.
So
I
I'm
was strong.
variables that can go. And two, these college coaches, they do have some type of connections in the NFL.
Yes, they do.
Talk. Those GMs just don't just talk to the head coach. They talk to a lot of people. Just we don't see it. Doesn't mean that they not speaking to these guys. Doesn't mean that they don't have connections and phone numbers with these guys.
Exactly.
Talk. So that you should have said that after you got drafted, after you signed your name on the dotted line and you got your contract, then you can do the hell you want to. If you get traded, you already got your money. But you don't say that before you get drafted. You're messing up your own bag because now you're going to get the narrative on you. Not saying that you wanted it, but I'm just saying with that statement, you can start getting the narrative on you. Oh, he's not a leader of men. Oh, when things don't,
Mm, mm,
like,
mm.
oh, he talks too much. You didn't even get into the league yet.
On top of that, just think about it. It would always be when things start getting tough, what is he going to come out and say?
Because you got to talk to the press now.
And it's like you're talking to when these statements were made, and this is something that I said on Twitter, that when the statement was made, I immediately got angry because I took the statement as in to say when he just made when all he had to say for me was I knew what they were going to run. That's the part that got to me, Bishop and Governor. That's the part that got to me, and him saying I knew what they were going to run. And you did nothing to change it. If you're the field general, no audible, no this, no that, no the other. Perception, you can't get mad with a person because they perceive something that you said. You may not have meant it that way, but that's how it came across.
Mm.
That's how they're going to flip it.
And, and now some people are trying to flip it into saying, well, he didn't mean it like that. Well, how did he mean it? Well, he was paying them a compliment. How? That's the power of perception. That's the power of
it. And understand, it might have been a happenstance and he felt comfortable enough. But let me ask you a question. When the heart speaks, it speaks truth.
Exactly. And so, I mean, like, what else were we supposed to take it? Because here we were, and like what I told y'all the other day, and y'all might use a better analogy, but here we were really trying to move on from it, from that beat down, trying to move on, trying to remain positive, this, that, and the third. And now you come along and say they didn't do nothing special. That's another thing. They didn't run no exotic blitzes. That's another thing. And I knew exactly what they were going to do. That's three things you said.
And we couldn't stop them.
And we couldn't stop them.
Three things.
Wait a minute, Governor. And what was that other one you liked?
Which one?
And they were well.
Oh, they were well coached.
Yeah. That.
And that's what I'm saying. If you were trying to flex, it didn't go in your favor because what you just said, they ran a basic defense and you couldn't stop them. Okay, then I don't even want you starting at my quarterback. If then this level is not for you.
And so when I look at this draft, when I look at this mock draft, fellas, the only other person from Bama in the first round that I see is, guess who? Caden Proctor,
Proctor.
not Parker Brailsford, not Jern Bernard, not Jaden Roberts, not Cam DeBerry, just Caden Proctor and Ty. And everything about Ty is linked to something almost like a trade. Now, do I hope it happens? No, I hope it does not happen. But in this mock draft, that show what it's looking like.
You just boosted somebody's stock draft off that one statement.
Say what? Say that again, Governor.
He just boosted somebody else's stock draft off that one statement.
Yeah, I know.
You're the quarterback. You're not a position player. So that's why I'm saying this for a reason. If you thought that was a flex on trying to take the pressure off of you and put it on something else, they're not looking at you as a man. They're looking at you as the guy playing the quarterback position in the NFL. At the end of the day, this is business. This is a business that you really walking yourself in. And what you said was things that are going to hinder you as a quarterback. See, when you get to this level, it's not, oh, can he throw the ball fast? Can he throw the ball quick? Can he throw the ball accurately? No, the main thing is, can you read defenses? Can you take the accountability of losing a game? Can you hold your comments when you get that? Because you're not representing you no more. You're representing this organization and these guys. This is the reason why Nick Saban doesn't have people speak at media. This is the reason. It's not because he didn't want them to get their shine. No, because you can say something that can hurt your draft stock. The less you say, the more they are inquisitive to find out who you are.
Dwight, everybody blowing this way further than it's supposed to be. I disagree. I'm of the firm persuasion, and I'm like Governor. Words carry meaning. Okay, he made a statement. All right. It may not be intended how it's being perceived, but he can't do anything about my perception, just like I can't do anything about his words. So what you have is a difference of opinion. When he said, okay, it wasn't just what he said, it was also how he said it. And then you go look back and look at how Caleb Downs was reacting. I didn't expect y'all to get beat like that. And then he said, well, for me, that's the first thing. He was speaking for himself. Then when everything was about I knew what they were going to do. I saw what they did. They didn't do anything special. And then they were well coached and this, that, and the third. But the well coached part didn't come in until after he said, I knew what they were going to do. And this, that, and the third. They wasn't doing nothing special. They didn't make no mistakes. This, that, and the third. Now you give them compliments, but you also just threw your own team up under the bus. Now, I just took offense to that because I am Bama. And Stephen, OG, you know I love you. That's not being negative, sir. I said what he said, and guess what? I have a right to feel how I feel. Oh, I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. The statement never should have been made. And now when I look at this draft board, I'm looking at Fernando Mendoza going all the way across the board, and the Raiders want him, and you don't hear nothing about Fernando. You don't hear nothing about him, with the exception of his his faith, how much he loves his parents, especially his mom, who has the MS and everything, and he's not even going to be in Pittsburgh for the draft. He's going to watch it from home with his family, as he should.
I got one more thing. One more thing that we we're forgetting that what Ty said. He said he got injured in that game.
Yeah.
So when you say that, see, words have meaning. When you say that you got injured in that game, you mean the game that you say that you knew what the defense was running? That game? That's the game? Because if that's the game that you got injured in, that you said they ran a basic defense, then I don't want you as my starting quarterback, because if a basic defense hits you, we might lose you for the season. That's a waste of a draft pick.
So tomorrow night gonna tell a whole lot. Bishop Governor, right quick. Fernando Mendoza's pick to go first at Vegas. According to now Piper, David Bailey is going to go next to the Jets. But then another one says Arvell Reese is going to go second. The second and the third pick, well, the second will be Arvell Reese, and then someone else said David Bailey. Phil Yates said David Bailey. If you just keep them on going, they're all floating around this, that, and the third, but you don't see nobody's trade. Nobody's trade.
And I don't wish that upon him. I'm just letting y'all know that.
Yeah, we're not wishing anything. I'm just noticing what's on this board.
Because that conversation didn't pop up until he's made that statement. Think about that. There was no talks about Ty getting traded or anything like that. He's still going to be a number one draft pick and everything. But until he made that statement, now all of a sudden it's, we're going to trade Ty. I mean,
you know, trying to ship him all over the place, Governor.
Somebody said,
so I'm just saying. I was hoping that I'm going to go ahead and put it on out there. I was hoping that he would get drafted by my Steelers. Now, on some draft boards, he is projected to go to the Steelers, but then on other draft boards, he's projected to go to the Cardinals. But Miami was looking at him. Cleveland was looking at him. Pittsburgh was looking at him. But now some people have just backed off. Could it be because of these statements? Could it be because of what Governor's saying, leadership qualities or the lack thereof? We can never tell. You don't know what's on the mind of people. This is why I just believe that sometimes, all the times, think before you speak. Will how I frame something, will it affect someone else? I try to be careful about it all the time. A lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, some people tell me, P, just it's your show, say what you want to say. No. I don't. Why? Because I do care about people's feelings. Now, when you go and you tick me off now, and I tried to be nice to you, now you tried to push me in this corner. Yes, I'm gonna come out swinging, and yes, and them blows gonna hurt. And that's the only time purposely that I would do it. But I will not purposely hurt you. So that's why even when I'm behind it, in front of this camera, behind this keyboard, talking to you all, and even if you say something that I don't agree with, and you just slamming me, I'm going to try to be graceful with my words, because you see, some folks have this tendency of taking stuff that you say, and they do blow it out of proportion. They do. But this here was just a matter of perception. I just didn't like the way when he said, and Governor knows, and I brought it back to them and read the whole thing. I just didn't like the way that it looked when he said, I knew what they were going to do. And
well, Ryan Grubb, all we want to.
Just saying, man, I understand what you're saying, Dwight. I got that, and I, to a certain degree, I agree with you. But from the other slant of that, when you tell me I knew what they were going to do, that's just like telling me. That's just like if one of y'all knew that someone had done broken my house and done set a trap for me, and y'all knew it and you didn't tell me. And I walk in my home only to get ambushed. But y'all knew it. You didn't do anything to stop it. You didn't do anything to divert anything. I know that's an extreme, but that's the way that it look. That's the way that sounds to me. Is that you you knew that these guys were on a basic defense. Well, what would you if the defense was exotic? Then what would you have done?
No, it's not even that, P. I look a little bit further. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this. If you was trying to flex and put that blame on somebody else, you do know that somebody else just left the league that you're going to, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think he still got connections?
That dude. Listen.
Just saying, you don't think that he still have like friends in that field that you're going into? It might not be that team, but he might have rubbed elbows with some other teams and became good friends. Or there could be people just like him that y'all don't know about that he's friends with. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying an aspect of when you say certain things and you're not there yet, some people might take it the wrong way and try to sabotage your life going forward.
Just saying. I just feel like that the statement should not have been made. Or if you're going to make one, frame your words more correctly. Because remember, that's your money on the line.
Mm.
It sounded a lot different if he just said, "Yeah, I didn't play well that game. I let my guys down." Even though even though in the hearts of hearts, if you knew it was all BS, if you'd have said those words, this conversation would be completely different.
Exactly.
So JB, but tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you blame Ty for not doing nothing or Grub for not changing nothing? Which one is it?
You got to blame both because the call came from the higher up. If you're the quarterback and you don't like what's being called to you, and you see that you can do an audible or a switch change, you're at the end of the day, you're on the field. So you can't, as a quarterback or any type of sport, it's so long you can keep using the narrative of, well, I just ran what the coaches did. You're the quarterback. At the end of the day, you're the quarterback. You were put in that position to lead men in the right direction. Eventually, because we see it we've seen it in past NFL teams, current NFL teams. The quarterback is doing everything that's possibly doing, and they just can't win. The fans are going to start to, "Oh, no, that's not him. It's the coach." But when you come out and say stuff like, "We knew what was going to happen," it was a basic defense, and I think those certain words might be rubbing people the wrong way. It was a basic defense. They were well coached. They never messed up. I saw this. I got hurt in this game. You you're not flexing on nobody. In my eyes, you telling us everything, all your flaws.
So if he knew, the coaches knew what was going to happen.
Right.
He knew what was they doing.
Okay. So if the
I
coaches
mean,
happen and the player knows what's gonna happen, who's getting drafted? Dwight, Ryan Grant, or Ty Simpson? Who getting drafted?
I don't think it's going to change where he goes, really, in my opinion.
And I'm not. And like I said, I don't want his stock to drop. But I'm just saying, when you say certain things and you didn't get there yet, the coach that you just left where you're going. He had a whole year of destroying whatever credibility he had, but it doesn't mean that he don't have friends.
I just think that, like I said, that statement never should have been made. It should have been just framed different. And like Governor said, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And then if Bama had won the game, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Now,
Also,
let me not go there because
But then you hear Caleb Downs agreed with him. Y'all to hear him in the background saying, yeah, they didn't do anything special. Did you nobody said nothing about Caleb Downs saying it?
But
Okay,
I,
the quarterback. Caleb Downs already got a national championship. Caleb Downs has a championship. Caleb Downs has been playing all pro defensive. We're not talking about Caleb. But my thing is, I would go even further. Kate, quick question. Your starting quarterback is injured, right?
okay.
You didn't leave the stadium. You still there. You left before half, or you left at half. So if you're and the score was still 17-3, and it wasn't a blowout yet. If you're saying that you see exactly what they're running and you're on the sideline, then here comes your leadership. Why aren't you telling your backup what they're doing? You see how you take the narrative off the person that you're trying to put the blame on? You're putting it back on yourself because you're supposed to be the leader. Why aren't you helping your backup quarterback if you said you know exactly what they're running? And matter of fact, since you're on the sideline and you've got no helmet on, now you literally can see the entire field. See what I'm saying?
Well, I can't put it all on Ty.
I didn't. I just said the statement is putting it back on himself.
Yeah, I'm talking about the statement. We're not talking about the game. We're talking strictly the statement. The statement. Now we all know what happened in the play when they were playing. We know that part because we all saw that live and in living color. We saw when they laughed at us. We saw all of that. We saw that. But the statement, I think the statement should have been framed better.
If you're coming from the SEC, and you said, not to cut you off, though, I'm gonna let you go. If you're coming from the SEC, you made a statement and said Indiana didn't run nothing difficult at you. So you're coming from the SEC, where we all think this is the best conference, right? You've seen all defenses. You can't be the basic defense if you're saying that they did nothing spectacular, nothing.
Hey, and let me piggyback Dwight and Governor and P. It wasn't that. It was that the film that we studied matched what we saw on the field. He literally said that. So when you say everything matched what you saw on the film, at some point you got to take accountability. Somebody needs to say something before this game get out of hand. Hey, coach, remember when we was watching that film? Da 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 da. Not that it's his fault. It was an opportunity to show growth, even though he was injured. They did so much film work, which he said in the interview, if he did, then why wouldn't you speak up, or why wouldn't you? Hey, coach, remember we was watching that film study? Seems like what they're doing. Is there anything else we can counter that?
Tell me this. Was this statement true or false about Indiana?
What like
okay, what do you when you're saying that, what you're trying to say?
Scheme, do they not do anything simple and not make mistakes? Is that true?
They made mistakes.
Bama, you know what I mean.
No, Dwight, I hear what you're saying, but here's the caveat. And understand this is where the maturation of where we all want to arrive as a university. If you're going to watch film, you got to be able to comprehend what you're watching so that when you see it, you can audible. Oh, that's right. He was handcuffed. He wasn't allowed to audible. So maybe you're right, Dwight.
All I'm doing is just talking about the statement. the play, I could care less now. Moving on to a new season. But I'm just saying the way that the statement came out, because yeah, I took offense to it, and I'm standing on that. I took offense to it. And nobody can do anything about that but me. I took offense to what he said. And if I were the defensive coordinator of Indiana, I probably would have took offense to that too, because of the way that it was said. And there will probably be some people out there that, you know, with these NFL teams, you know, I hear what some people say, reading what some people are saying in the chat, but you don't know what's on their brain. You can just speculate, just like the rest of us. I'm just saying, for me, Piano Man, I just did not like the statement. And I'm wondering what I'm seeing on this mock draft board. Does it have, could it be that some of it is tied to the statement or the perception of the statement? Are they perceiving it like I'm perceiving it? That's all I'm saying. And if I'm wrong about it, a perception is neither right nor wrong. It's a perception. It's just like an opinion. Like Governor said yesterday, it's an opinion. I'm of the opinion that this is what was said and this is what was meant. Not right or wrong. It's an opinion. And that's how the defensive coordinator from Indiana took it. He was under a particular opinion that you're saying. He took it that, yeah, we beat you, but you saying, well, they really didn't do anything special. That's how he took it. He took it as if you're making fun of it. Oh, they beat us with this simple stuff. Yeah, they did.
That says more on you.
So, you know, I'm saying, so that, you know, it's funny a lot of times, Governor and Bishop, it's funny a lot of times people want you to gloss over stuff, and then when your opinion come out about it, a lot of them don't want you to state your opinion. They don't want you to say anything because it could be a certain person. No, I'm going to say it because it is them. I'm going to say it. I'm sure I took offense to the statement. I did. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I hate to say it, but I've always been that way. I've always been that way. I'm not going to say I get offended easily, but you can piss me off real quick. You can rub me the wrong way. And especially if I'm trying to be nice to you and everything, but then here you go. Well, we were just having fun. There are certain ways I just don't have fun. I'm sorry. I just don't. When it comes down to stuff like that, and the way, and like I said, like I was telling Curtis, good to see you, Curtis, roll tide to you, bro. Like I was telling Curtis, perception is a powerful thing. It's powerful because Governor can see one thing or something one way, Bishop can see the same thing another way. I can perceive it something totally different. It don't make neither one of us right or wrong. We just see the same thing differently. So that's the way this goes. But I'm just asking a question. Could all of this, where I see his name tied to another team, but way down on the draft board, I'm just wondering, could that statement have hurt him? That's all I'm saying. And Governor, Bishop, y'all tell me if I'm, you know what, y'all correct me a lot of times about the way I frame things, whatever. Am I framing this right? Because if I'm wrong, y'all tell me.
No, do your thing.
I'm just
do
saying.
your thing.
I'm just asking the question, could that statement, could that little interchange, that little 3-minute interchanging, you know, that exchange, that's what I'm trying to say. Could that little 3-minute exchange, could that have changed up some things of how people feel about him in this particular instance of the NFL draft? We don't know. We'll never know. I don't know. Actually, I'm not going to say I don't care because it's not me. I'm like, Governor, I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he goes high. I really do. But there's just a part of me that wonders if those words, what Governor's saying, hurt as it relates to leadership. Because now you're going to be, what Governor said, leading men. And when something, because like I said, when it sounded like, when something didn't go right, then you were, you got a little salt. You're still salty there, or whoever it is you were salty with. And so that's all I'm asking. Not saying he was this, that, and the third. I'm just asking a question as it relates to the upcoming draft. Me personally, I want the Pittsburgh Steelers to draft him. I'm a Pittsburgh fan. I'm supposed to say that. I want him to draft him. But I'm just making good conversation about what I'm seeing on this mock draft. And mind you, y'all, it's just a mock draft. We won't know until tomorrow night. And we'll see. I hope and pray he go. I wish he no. I ain't gonna say I wish he'd go to Raiders. I wish Raiders nothing but the absolute worst. But see, that's an old Pittsburgh thing right there. But I want Ty to get the best deal, to go to the best team. I want somebody to get him. And Governor, I want somebody to develop him. I want to see him prosper. I really do. But I just took issue with a statement. That's all. Just took issue with a statement. But anyway, Governor, Bishop, I got to get ready to get out of here.
I know.
We're going to do some partner words and everything, and then we're going to go and everything. Governor, since you came in last, I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, no, it's just, well, first, like I always say, it's a blessing opening my eyes. That's number one. When it comes to our school, well, let's say that congratulations to everybody who's going to the draft tomorrow. Let me say that. I wish everybody well. For our school, it's just decision making. If you're not the right person for the decision making, then you shouldn't be in that position. I guess we just gotta wait and see for the rest of the season, But everybody just be safe. It's a nice day. Take your time. Enjoy life. Wish all y'all well.
Exactly. Thank you, Governor. And hey, Governor, right quick. Hey, how my niece is doing?
They getting on my damn nerves.
Don't be doing my
See,
problem.
Her too.
oh God, see,
Get him, sis. Don't let him off the hook.
hey sis, I ain't. Hey sis, how you doing? Hey sis, how you doing?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Man,
How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Good.
Hey sis, I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
God.
Can do.
Sis, I hope we see you. Hope we see y'all real soon sometime.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed you all at the last get together we had.
Yeah, we talked about it. We definitely got to make some time to come out and just do some stuff together and all of that. So we are definitely talking about it.
Yeah,
awesome.
We have to do that. Bishop, when you meet Governor and his family, it's almost like you'd have known them all your life. I'm telling you.
Here we go.
And look here, sis, you gonna bring your other relatives with you because they fire, man. They crazy too.
I got a couple cousins that's out in Alabama, so we'll see.
Okay,
all right.
Y'all whole family is the business, and I love y'all. Love y'all. Keep Governor straight now, because it sounded to me like it's some wrongdoing about that.
Y'all trying to double team me.
Sounded to me like it's some wrongdoing about to go on. But anyway, man, look, Governor, we love you, bro.
We love you, bro.
You know where you stand with me. You know where you stand. I ain't even got to tell you, bro.
As long as I had that messed up macaroni and cheese, okay?
Y'all,
it's time to go. Hey, with part words.
Bishop, hold up, Bishop. That was the worst macaroni and cheese I ever had in my life. I can remember the time I couldn't make macaroni and cheese and it didn't turn out like that. I can't say on the air what that looked like.
Hey, man.
Oh,
Too now.
whoa. I cannot say on the air what it looked like. It wasn't mac and cheese. Governor shook his head. Governor shook his head. Governor, like, what the hell is this?
What the hell?
Hey, can the congregation bow your head? We must pray.
Y'all forgive me, but that was Governor, him and Bino. Oh my goodness. Look, I'm sitting up here crying from laughing because that's the way it was. Bishop, you should have been there. Susan, Governor, KT, my sister, Governor's family, Carla. Everybody got hold of that macaroni and cheese, and everybody just looked at each other at the same time, like, what?
Like, who made this?
Who made this? It threw the whole barbecue off, Bishop. It threw it off.
Oh my goodness.
Instead of it being on an even keel, it was like this, bro. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to do, bro.
Hey, tell the truth. You know what to do. It's time to tell the truth. Hey, how you like it? Man, it's trash.
And that's where
you know it's bad. Anybody start a statement. I'm gonna need a shot to eat this.
No. Hey, no.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. I would have rather had a conversation with Bama Hater than to eat that doggone macaroni.
Oh my! No, you ain't playing. That was some nasty stuff.
I would have rather had a conversation with Bama Hater than to eat that mess there. I'm just saying. That was some horrible. So when we get together, y'all, whoever making the mac and cheese, you're gonna have to have an inspection first.
Facts.
Give us a sample first before you bring that into production.
The macaroni and cheese. That running macaroni and cheese. What we doing here? I don't want that. What's that, porridge?
Hey, hold on.
Porridge.
They made a song about that.
Porridge.
I don't want that.
Porridge.
Rapture Delight. I think they call it Rapture Delight.
Man, listen. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to say this in all sincerity of heart, Bishop, and you know how I feel about the Lord.
Yeah.
If the Lord had to come back to that macaroni and cheese, he'd go back to where he came from. We'd be stuck down here with some bad macaroni.
Hey, you guys remember Riddick, Vin Diesel, when he tried to give that dog that looked like a candy bar? Even the dog said no, and then he urinated on it. No.
Good on that. I'd rather starve.
Me too. I'd rather kiss an octopus in the mouth. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Before you go, Bishop, and Governor, we want to say congratulations to Zach Pitcher Gaming. He just announced he's going to be going to college, and it's going to be online. Congratulations, my friend.
All right.
Congratulations. Congratulations, my friend.
So proud of you. So proud of you. We need more good news like that. Keep that up, man.
Keep it up and keep us posted. Keep me posted. Zach, you know how to get in touch with me. Keep me posted, bro. Because we want to celebrate. We want to celebrate with you, bro. We want to celebrate with you. Hey, yeah. Bishop, go ahead, Governor.
Saying, just remember, Zach, nothing is ever hard. It's just new.
That's it. You just make it happen, bro. For game design. You're going for the money, bro. Go for it.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. But hey, you know what? Mine is a terrible thing to waste.
It is.
And understand, with that said, we need to be thankful that we have another day to get it right, and that we're able to go through these fire tests, because that means you're living and you're growing. The only way you grow is you got to go through the fire test, because not everything can go into the new season. And we all want our due season. So if you want your due season, get comfortable in going through fire tests, because that's how the kingdom gets promoted, and he gets the glory and the praise and the thanksgiving. And with that said, remember, keep our audience of one at the forefront, and you'll never go wrong. Have a blessed day. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Governor. Y'all, Dwight just reminded me, I ain't getting off into that. I did lose a Dwight and everything, but I want to say this. Man, I'm so thankful for this platform. I'm thankful for my comrades, my brothers, my sisters who work alongside me to keep me straight. That's a job within itself and everything. But I also want to thank the chat, even down to Bama Hater. Bama Hater, I did get your message the other night, so I've already proposed something, Bama Hater, and I'll run it by you ASAP. And I know how to get in touch with you, so I'm gonna run it by you and Legend and everything, and so we know what to do, and everything. Even though Bama Hater is a true Bama Hater, he's still my friend. I don't take nothing serious that rascal say. I'll never listen. Never take serious a referee. Don't take them too serious. Don't take them serious. The only flag he throws is
flagrant foul on the play. Flagrant foul on the play.
Flag on the play. But anyway, y'all, I thank y'all so much for all that you do. We've had 2 fire shows the last 2 days. Yesterday, both shows were just phenomenal. Lady Latoya bought that fire, bought that heat yesterday afternoon. She bought the fire. Yesterday morning, Governor bought that fire of controversy, and I love it. Bishop brings the fire. We all try to bring it, and we bring it in our own way, and there's no competition between us. Hey, we all see things different, and we respect each other's differences about it. Now, this is my way of saying, now, if you really want to get your voice heard, you got to come to the Discord. I'm telling you now, you got to come to the Discord. And it's over there. And Governor, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I said it because I meant this. Some people may not understand Governor here, but if you come to the Discord, you will get to know him a lot better, and you will understand how he arrives at certain things. And it's phenomenal and everything. But come to the Discord, invite a friend. We put it in the chat earlier and everything, but come to the Discord. Let me see. What is it, Bishop, again? Long Run Discord?
The Long Run, yeah. The long run. Let's talk. The Long Run, let's talk.
Yeah, the Long Run, let's talk. And you can get on there. We got to set up where you can do your chat, like we're doing over here, or you can get on there and let your voice be heard. We're working on some more things in the Discord. So as the season gets closer, it's sure enough going to be on. It's going to be on like a chicken bone, I'm telling you. And then there's some more things the Piano Man is working on as we speak. So God is blessing, and I give him all the glory for it, and I thank him for each one of you. But I just need you all to do me one favor. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit it. Then number 2, if you know of someone else that has not subscribed to our channel, come on. I want to get to at least 5. You know what? Today is Wednesday. Bishop, we'll probably have 2 shows tomorrow, probably a little early, because the draft does come on tomorrow. Yeah. Plus, I got to go be with my grandson. They're having a spring game, and y'all know what I'm doing there. And so we will have 2 shows tomorrow, but it's going to be a little earlier. Okay. So with that being said,
or it could be in the Discord,
or we might just have a second show in the Discord. We might just do it that way. And so this is why I'm telling you all, get the Discord. Bishop, thank you for that, taking that to the next level. Governor,
got
thank
my
you for opening up our understanding to that discord. Because Governor and I in the 401k crew, we've been discorded for a minute. And
You sure have, but
we've been discorded
let's
for a
just
minute.
say there will be a full forward smorgasbord if you come into the Discord, and
Yeah.
you will gain a greater understanding.
So come to the Discord, and that's going to be our show for today.
Yeah.
And listen, today's Wednesday. I'm going to be here in the next little bit. I'm going to visit the Discord, and as I said, if you get in the Discord and nobody's there, just go on and get in it. I guarantee you, somebody's coming. They coming, and we'll chop it up a while. And so, with that being said, that's our show for today. And just remember to stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength. I promise you can. But before you can do all of that, you got to trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him. He'll direct your path. When you understand that principle right there, he will direct your path. You'll understand your plan, his plan, and you will understand your purpose. And I guarantee you will like what you see. Might not understand it, but with him, you can do all things, and he's going to help you accomplish whatever's in the plan. Bishop said something and everything. Listen, in order for you to get to your due season, you must embrace your new season. So, hey,
somebody right now.
Don't cancel nothing God have for you. Embrace it all. Embrace it all. Get everything he got for
Governor's trying to say something real quick.
Go ahead, Governor.
I was saying somebody's already in the Discord, in the chat. There, they not, boy. Y'all ready, huh?
Go on over there, Governor.
All right,
So
then.
this is the reason he's the governor. He's the governor of Discord. So, Governor, go handle your weight in congregations.
All for 1,000 thread shakes.
Anyway.
Now there is a disclaimer. Hey, it gets way real. So come on in there.
Sensitive. Don't jump in that 5. You sensitive, bro.
I'm telling you now, that water hot now. That water hot. That water gets a little spicy in there.
Look, you got to purge. You know you got to purge. We don't let no ugly seafood in our gumbo. So you know what time it is. So come on through though.
Listen, wait a minute. I'll tell you what you do. If you bring your own Zataran, it won't hurt so bad.
You do it during game day, so why not just continue?
Hey, go bring your own Zataran. Go, bruh. Because I'm telling you now, you may as well get used to it. You may as well get used to it, because here's the catch. When game time runs around, when the season runs around, all I know, Governor, I told him yesterday, if you think Governor is something else, get a load of OG Gill.
My boy been there yet. Y'all just wait. Wait till August.
Wait till August. You'll see. You'll see exactly what I'm saying. And I'm just gonna say, let the OG have his way. Brooklyn done showed up. Brooklyn's finest. Brooklyn's finest. OG Gill and the governor, Brooklyn's finest. And that's all I got to say. But anyway, head on over there to the Discord. And remember this, Piano Man don't know everything. I just know what I'm talking about. So with that being said, it's okay to be a fan. Just be realistic and you'll feel better. I promise you will. Won't be disappointed either. So anyway, for that, the kitchen is closed. The Gumbo Chefs, Governor, Bishop, Twister, Coach Carl, KT, Latoya, and my other 2 Gumbo Chefs that I'm working on, trying to get them into this fold here. The kitchen is closed and the Gumbo Chefs have left for the day. And Piano Man is leaving the building, and I will be cutting off the lights. So with that being said, y'all have a great day, everybody. Y'all be safe. See you in the Discord as soon as possible. And everybody stay safe. And one last thing. On behalf of Stephen Hicks, and the voices of No Mercy, along with OG Gill. With the exception of the fans of the Alabama Crimson Tide, we wish you nothing but the absolute worst. And you can take that to the bank. Y'all have a great day, everybody, and roll tide. See you later on.